Today we taste
Strawberry cider. Now, if you remember, this was made trying to replicate something that I made years ago that was really good, and then after a couple of years of sitting in the fridge wasn't quite as good, because strawberry apparently does that with age, from what people have told me. So we tried to replicate it as best we can, and let's see how we did. We call this strawberry cider. However,
if we want to be technical, it's probably more like a strawberry wine.
And why was that on there tight? Yeah, it's more like a wine.
And the reason being, it's a much higher ABV than what a typical cider would be.
As in, this is 14.3%. This will knock you on your butt if you think you're drinking cider. Most ciders are like 5 to 8%. So this is significantly higher. But that's okay, because, you know, a little extra ABV. Never hurt anybody. First thing I want to point out, it is not clear.
Do we care? Nope.
Okay, it's not chunky.
No.
It's not soup. It has a haze, is all it is. And that's caused by pectin. Pectin comes from your strawberries and your apples. So both of those things contributed to the pectin. And as Derica said, doesn't really matter. This kind of haze will not affect your flavor at all. Like, I highly, highly, highly doubt anyone could ever detect the difference.
And beyond that point, any clearing agent that you would add to get rid of the pectin haze will change the flavor by reducing the flavor.
It'll actually reduce the flavors that you worked really hard to put in. So to me, to make that look pretty and reduce flavors, what's the point?
Yeah.
But that's a whole other video. Anyway, in this one, I smell strawberries.
For sure.
Oh, wow, do I smell strawberries.
But it's not, originally,
it's not overpowering.
When Brian was smelling this, he said it reminded him of his sister's strawberry shortcake doll. And smelling it now, after it's been chilled, and chilling does affect flavor and...
It smells like fresh strawberries.
Yeah, it smells like... It
smells like strawberry shortcake, like the actual dessert.
Not artificial, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, very fresh strawberries, not even stewed. So I take back my comment about strawberry shortcake. It smells like fresh cut strawberries. On the quick taste, wow, this has alcohol in it. I mean, seriously, it's pleasantly sweet, a little bit of tartness. It does give you a little bit of the mouthfeel from the astringency. But definitely strawberry flavor coming through.
Yeah, and the follow-up sip, as you noticed, I let
a little bit of the malic acid.
Swirl around
I got to do my long taste now.
I am definitely getting strawberry forward without even thinking about it. It's like, oh, that's strawberry.
Ooh.
And then it gets kind of more
Appley.
Complicated. And it's not like strawberry apple. It's like strawberry apples, some other things going on.
It's almost, strawberry green
floral.
Apple. This is strawberry green apple to me. Like, wow, that is such an amazing combination too. I never would have thought of those two together. But like she said, you get the strawberry, and then it starts to kind of meld into a strawberry green apple combo, and then the finish has just the freshness of that green apple to me. Wow, this is better than the one that I made a couple years ago. We didn't just reach it, we surpassed it.
Yeah.
This is far better. It was well worth the couple months it took to make.
I really appreciate the strawberry forward on entrance. That really makes it bright and like a perfect summertime drink. But I really like strawberries, so there's that.
Okay. Would you drink this on its own? Would you have to drink this with food? Or would you cook with this? The first of our rating systems.
I could drink this on its own, but I have caveats to that, if that makes sense. There's certain beverages that, and I don't know because I'm an avid gardener and I spend a lot of time outdoors in the heat of Florida, that I crave certain beverages after doing that activity.
Okay, like a nice refreshing, like a lot of people go for a beer after mowing the lawn.
Right. So I would prefer this.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because not only is it cleansing to the palate, but it's very refreshing and kind of invigorating. So I feel like it is putting good things back into my body that being out in the hot sun might have depleted.
The one thing I'm not tasting is the alcohol.
No.
For 14%, you wouldn't even know this was alcoholic.
Yep.
It really doesn't taste like it at all. It tastes very much like a strawberry fruit punch, although not quite so sweet. It's not sickly sweet. To me, this is... Okay, let me put a disclaimer here. Strawberry is not my favorite thing. I like them, but I don't adore them. Derica really likes strawberry. So to me, this is a borderline cook with it, or I mean, have it with food versus drink on its own. I would never cook with this unless I was making a dessert, like something that had strawberries in it. To me, this isn't a cook with type of thing. I could eat this with desserts or something like that, maybe, but it's not really with
I think it would be nice with a salad.
Yeah.
Like I could see it with a salad that you would have dried fruits in.
Sure.
Or goat cheese.
Yeah, things like that. Absolutely. I could have this with like a cheese plate.
Yep.
But regular food, I don't think this pairs well with pretty much anything because it's so strawberry forward. I'd have a tough time pairing it with food.
Yeah.
She might feel differently.
I think that the food flavors would detract from this drink.
Yeah.
Rather than the flavors of this drink adding to the food flavors.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Normally when we do a food pairing, it's because the combination of the beverage and the food enhances the experience of both. In this case, I think that adding this with strong flavored foods would de-hance the experience of the beverage.
De-hance. I like that. Yeah, I'm in agreement there. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't like it. It's just that's a way of correlating how these things stack up. Now we're going to give our rating, scale of 1 to 10. Are you ready? Don't say it yet. I'm going to do a countdown.
I'm thinking.
I know. Let me know when you're ready. I have mine.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
6.
7. Wow!
I think I'm much more stingy on my ratings than Brian is. If you looked at our other videos where we did tastings,
didn't I give something a 2?
It depends. it's very like I tend to stay closer to the middle where I think you're more a man of extremes.
If I like something, I'm honest about it. If I don't, I'm honest about it.
I like this, and I
good because you're going to be drinking it.
I strongly like this, but again, in certain circumstances where lots of our wines are ones that we actually call wine, I can drink those pretty much with any dinner.
Okay, yeah, okay. If, from that perspective, I'll go 6 then, because then I don't think it is a 7.
But like this weekend, I plan on doing lots of gardening, and I'm going to have some of this.
But here's the thing. This doesn't fit the categories very well.
I know.
It's very unique. Like a red wine that I give a 5 to, I could drink on its own, or I could drink with food. This, even though I still think it's a strong 7, I don't really want to have it with food. But that doesn't mean it's bad.
No.
It just means it's so unique that it stands on its own. And that's why the double classification thing, I think, is actually a better way to say it.
Yeah.
I could put this in a mug and drink it. I don't know that I would reach for it, though. And that's another key thing, because if this was all we had, I would totally do it. If I had another option, I probably wouldn't. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
That's a weird way to say it, but it's because it's strawberry. But based off of what we made and how it came out, I think it's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Somebody actually thought it was really funny that we gush over the beverages, and then 7s and 8s come out, and they're like, I can't imagine what a 10 would be like. I'm like, yeah, me either, because a 10 would have to be perfect. It would have to literally be perfect. I don't think we've ever made anything that was perfect.
If Fey wine tasted like it smelled,
yeah,
it would be pretty close to a 10.
Bourbon Bochet, the fortified Bourbon Bochet, is a solid 9 to 9.5 to me. I really like the way that came out.
He does.
So that, I mean, we have bottles of that, and they're quickly disappearing because I drink it. I love that. And I'm hoping that the other thing that we made that I can't talk about because that'd be a spoiler is as good. You'll see it in a month or so.
So, if you like this video,
we have about 300 videos on wine, cider, beer, and mead making on our channel.
Thank you for liking and subscribing.
And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.